toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Golden Bears in Berkeley in California Memorial Stadium. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Rice Owls, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the California Golden Bears. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Golden Bears will kick it away to start us off. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So the Rice Owls offense going to get the chance to start this game off. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Rides to back on the option to give. They opened the lane and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical. Get off. Get downhill faster.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Banks to grab. Turns it on in midfield. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Owls are moving quickly down the field. Smith wants to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
He'll try to do it himself. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So the Cal Bears offense will take the field for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right...
Breaks into the open, just plowing ahead. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
The Golden Bears want to pick up the tempo. Back to throw, it's Woods. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He got loose almost. Finally dragged down at the 32. And the Golden Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The Golden Bears now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And this one is anything but routine, a 48-yard attempt from the right hash. And that is no good. After the miss, no change in the score. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. They think there's room to run to the right here. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to pass. It's complete to the left. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
So now it's 2nd and long. Out of the gun to give to the back. And a decent gain there. Defense makes the stop.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. As strange as it seems, this is an easy decision. A little too far for the field goal. Punting does nothing for you. They'll go for it on 4th down.
And I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of...
Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold.
Amazing. Many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. The Owls are on the move. Smith dropping to pass. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
And he's knocked down.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Quick strike complete. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They would have needed a 50-yard field goal from here, so instead they'll keep the offense out there and go for it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. As they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. Off the RPO, complete. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. And the Owls had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They throw it in reverse, as that's the final play here in the first period. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Smith wants to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Floating away. Got his man on the right. Hard-hitting tackle.
Nice job by the defense there. They knew coming into this one, this running back was dangerous catching the football, so really good job getting him down on the ground, now setting up 4th and goal.
Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same. Pulls and fires complete. There he goes. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And the Golden Bears will hustle to the line. Back to pass on 2nd down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Got a man, it's James. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll try to snap it quickly. The give to the running back from the shotgun. At midfield, he's got room. Turning on the Jets. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of the game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
Well, the defense knew they had a huge challenge coming into this one. This running back, one of the top 10 in the nation right now in rushing yards, they're going to have to load the box defensively, and they're going to have to get a lot of hats to the football because he is not easy to bring down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
The Golden Bears with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Woods. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on 1st down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a 2nd down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
They'll send the back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Finds his man in the middle. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this 3rd down? of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Golden Bears! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss.
Slips a tackle and he's got room. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
This Rice offense has a nice-looking drive going. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's first and 10. Plows through the defense. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but...
Turning it on! Got enough space! Touchdown, Owls! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback, good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
And he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. A strike downfield. They finally get... What a play there to pick up the first down. Whatever the fastest tempo they have is, that's what they'll use. Looking to pass. It's Woods. Firing to the right, complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Second down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. And the Golden Bears come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Golden... have it with a first and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Going for the big play. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Wants to throw on first down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Here he comes with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
Smith dropping to pass. Throws for the tight end. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Bringing it back. He's at the and he has taken it all the way. Touchdown, Cal!
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills, just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
And the extra point was good. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking downfield on first down. Rushes on him. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters today from there in Berkeley. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside California Memorial Stadium.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
Dropping back, it's Woods. Moves around to clear up the vision. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. And the Golden Bears in the hurry up.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Going to try to get it himself. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Golden Bears decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fields the punt, wants to make a play, and he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Leaves it with the back. Across the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow-developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
Smith wants to throw. Makes the grab on the left. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage before he was stopped, but using the running back in the short passing game gives him a first down. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Shoots it to the left. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Rice. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target. They make the big play, get the touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Card. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. And the Golden Bears want to crank the tempo.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. It'll be 3rd and long. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's James. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. The Golden Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Hand off from the shotgun. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play, because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Now the play fake. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Back to pass, it's Woods. He'll pull it down and run. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. And the Golden Bears will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Now on the return. He gets a block. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Running into the open space. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on.
Breaks into the open. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Rice rushes to the line. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone.
And I like the alertness by this defense. 1st and goal, usually a running type situation. They were ready for the pass, broke on the football, and that could have been a huge
touchdown Owls. And that one will put them up here in the second half.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Using his legs, it's French. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Working that left side. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the 3rd. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these 2 guys. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They'll go to the ground. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
I mean, you just can't teach and coach Big D tackles to be that quick. I mean, he shot right out of his stance, beat the offensive lineman, and he was in the backfield before the O-line even knew it.
Fighting off the defender.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Gives it on the option. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Golden Bears will... This one away.
4th down.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Smith dropping to pass. It's complete on the right side. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Power football with the run. Past the sticks, and he may get more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Owls have this offense rolling. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. And the Owls come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. The screen, he can go. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. The Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give as they work on that clock.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They feed him again. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Smith wants to throw. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
After that incompletion on 3rd and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on 4th down and pad the lead. But if you kick a field goal, you make it a 2-possession.
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
That was such a risky call. With the lead late in the game, to go for it on 4th down, that could have been disaster if they don't get it. But with the conversion, now the question, is that enough to ice this thing and win the game?
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, the ground game. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Typically, you only see this at the end of the game or end of a half. I'm not really sure why we're getting an early peek at victory formation. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He'll keep it on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Back has it. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
Yeah, I think my thought process needs to be points are good. Because if I get a field goal here, that's fine. I take the lead by more than a field goal. They got to go the length of the field. But I also want to run this clock, let it continue to work. But the goal is to get a touchdown. So let's see what this offense dials up next.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. 1 more yard on this second down might just put an exclamation point on this one. Marches ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Owls! With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they are cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. New Mexico State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Aggie Memorial Stadium, one of the more fun places to watch a game in all of college football.
Looking downfield, it's Woods. Throws to the wideout. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
This offense hasn't had a ton of success today. It's because I think of some of the issues in the passing game. They've never had the rhythm. Protection has been a bit spotty and iffy. Quarterback's got to raise his level of play here late in this 2-minute situation if they're going to get the win.
Wants to fire on second down. That's caught. It's Riley. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Caught at the 25. Touchdown, Golden Bears! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to